Hello everyone, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. This is LoA Prime Season 7 in the Lotus 79. We are at Hockenheim in Germany. My name is Gareth and joining me once again in commentary is Jules. Jules, how are you?
Good evening, very well thank you, how are you?
I'm awesome, thank you. Yeah, really looking forward to this one. Hockenheim is a great track, and as you mentioned in the Brands Hatch race, we're heading to a racetrack where they can actually overtake this time.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
Yeah. So the championship standings then: Nick Lee on top from David Lyne and Gavin Kelly in third. So the Nick with 2 wins now, is it, from Lyne's 1 and Lyne second place at Brands Hatch. So yeah, those two very much in a league of their own compared to the rest of the field, but all looking pretty tight behind them.
Yeah,
in the Club 1500 championship.
1500.
Yeah,
because obviously Erik has missed a race, but it's still very close between the top, I'd say, 5 or 6 drivers there.
yeah. Nico Martel with a dominant win at Brands Hatch, and he'll be looking to repeat that form as we head into Hockenheim. And nice to see Chris White up there, and Jan Pruis and Stephen Koenig. Look, Jan and Steve both on the same points in the 2 team heat together cars. Championship standings then for the teams, and we've got NGP on top from the A team, and then Wizards Transmutation, Risky Ram Racing, Airwolf, Wizards Abjuration ETM, Wizards Conjuration, and Wizards Pain in the Arse.
Too many wizards.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the Club 1500 when they appear. And it's Wizards Necromancy from the McLaren team heaped together. Wizards Illusion, DSR, Shandy Squirrel, DSR2, and Wizards Effication in 8th place.
I'm not sure how many of these tracks you can see here you can race, but I'm pretty sure when you do Hockenheim it gives you a lot of options for the configurations.
Yes, there's a lot of configs on the main track, and you can do the Porsche track, can't you? I don't think you can do that little kart track we see down at the bottom there behind the grandstand. That looks quite fun though.
Oh, this is like a line, I don't think you'd fit anything on that.
Well, a go-kart maybe, yeah. So, practice results then, and it's David Lyne on top from Nick Lee, those two continuing their battle, and Gavin Kelly in third. So the top 3 in the championship, 1, 2, 3 on the practice results then. Tor Malaren, Merrin Hugevin, Don Parker, Nico Martel in 7th. Look, so that's Club 1500 drivers getting up there, 7th and 8th. Chris Forrester, Chris White, and Winslade down in 10th then. So he's behind a number of clubbers in practice. Let's see if that's carried through into qualifying.
Yeah, Malaren and Winslade were both reporting they were struggling.
Yeah. So it's Nick Lee on the pole then. Gavin Kelly in 2nd, looked. Lyne only in 3rd, and Tor Malaren in 4th, so he's sort of recovered a bit after in qualifying. Merrin Hugevin in 5th, Don Parker in 6th, and Winslade in 7th. Nico Martel is on pole for Club 1500. Chris Forrester in 2nd, continuing his excellent qualifying form. Chris White in 3rd, James Pepper in 4th. Nice to see James back on the grid. Steve Pepper in 5th, Rich Meesters in 6th, Roberto Costa in 7th, and 8th is Keith Schooling. So a bit of a smaller grid tonight.
Yeah, there's I think one more top split, but a few less clubbers. It's only 1,000th of a second between Martel and Forrester there, which is very, very impressive.
Yeah, very exciting.
And I think James Pepper was at the last round, but he only took part in practice, so hopefully he actually is on the grid this time.
Yeah, let's hope so.
But I think mainly we're missing our South African guys from the clubbers, because they're having not enough power over there in South Africa at the moment. And we're missing like sort of Miller and Joske Namath. Miller's flying off to Bahrain, I think, tonight. Or in the morning, he's getting ready for it. And various other absence notes, but hopefully we'll get some more next race.
Yeah, distinct lack of risky names in there as well. Oh, and the cars are off then. We're racing at Hockenheim, and it's a great start by Lee. Kelly coming across to block off Lyne. And those 3 safely through turn 1 then. Hugevin showing we've got cars round in the background, quite a few cars, looks like 3 or 4 in there. White and Forrester.
Red and white cars there, yeah.
Oh no, the 2 McLaren boys have been in the wars. Winslade quite far off the front pack here, look. And
that's Steve Pepper in the lead for the clubbers.
Wow, Steve Pepper up to the lead of the clubbers then, and Martel was running a bit slowly there as he got onto the Parabolica. Meanwhile, the lead for Dom Parker is out of the race already. He's quit. So he must have had an incident in the early goings. We're coming into Mercedes for the first time then. Lyne still behind Kelly. Lauren having a bit of an adventurous line through there, didn't you see?
I was just looking at the standings, I missed that. Looking back here at Schooling and Forrester.
Oh, Forrester just getting it wrong and just trying to carry the speed and make the overtake. That's James Pepper in the McLaren livery, so he has made the grid.
And look, it's another different coloured car for Nicola Lee there.
Yeah, he's going to be starting getting a commentator's penalty if he keeps mucking this around. So we're on board with David Lyne then, currently running in third place, and it's Kelly with the fastest lap after the first lap of this race.
It looks like Lee didn't get a valid lap, maybe.
Yeah, potentially, because he's eating away, isn't he? 7 tenths is the gap. So Winslade trying to get back into contention with these the front 4 cars who are making a decent split away.
He's very lonely already, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
And Malaren, despite being about a second off the pace, is hanging with this group here of 4.
Yeah. And in fact, actually, Winslade was behind Hugevin. Hugevin now behind him, so I wonder if Hugevin's had a bit of an adventure.
I would suspect so, yeah. Lyne looking
very menacing.
Impatient, maybe.
And that's allowing Malaren onto the back of him. We all remember Malaren's fantastic overtake on Lyne in the opening couple of laps at Brands Hatch. Is he going to repeat an upset?
Indeed. It's like Forrester's getting ready to have another go at Schooling.
Yeah. Lawrence super wide there as they came into the stadium section. Here we go, on board with Nico Martel, currently running second in the clubbers, and that's Steve Pepper ahead. Can't make it through the Sachs curve, but he's got some really good opportunities ahead as they get through the Parabolica.
Whoa! That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you're going to feel that one through your nuts. Fastest lap for Nick Lee now then, 1:27.7, 1:28.8 for the rest. Is that right? That's a sizable speed difference, and yet he doesn't seem that far ahead.
Kelly did a 28.2, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's about 4, 5, 6 tenths.
Martel carrying good speed through turn 2 and turn 3 as they come onto the Parabolica. Maybe he's going to set up the attack on Pepper this lap. Lyne getting ever closer to Kelly behind. This is the battle for second place, and there's 3 cars in it. Kelly, Lyne and Malaren.
Winslade looking on in the background.
Yeah, he's got just no answer for these guys' pace at all.
Oh, Kelly's gone wide.
Here he goes, Lyne to the outside. Oh, it's tricky round there though, and that's allowed Malaren to cut inside of him. Malaren's going to have the inside line into the stadium corner. A very, very fast corner indeed. And Lyne's gone wide. Very, very wide indeed. Look at that. Here comes Winslade then. So that's how we know how much time that's just cost Lyne. And a good 4 seconds. And
still not back on the track.
Why has he not gone on?
I think he probably didn't want to come into the path of Winslade there. But yeah, that's now he's just in front of the club leaders. Yeah,
but it was Hugevin coming through as well, so he must have been waiting for Hugevin. Perhaps didn't want to lose control as he came onto the track and sliver into him.
But that was an opportunist move there for Malaren. 2 places in 2 corners.
Oh wow, he did Kelly as well. I didn't actually notice. I was so fixated on Lyne's rallycross. Oh, replay of the start then. Let's see what happened here. Oh, slow start by Pepper, and he nudges one of the wizards. That's Meesters, isn't it, in the 64?
Yeah, it looked like instant broken suspension there for Pepper.
Oh,
he's just got squirrely, didn't he?
Yeah, so frustrating. I mean, these are not easy cars to get off the line. Now we're on board with one of the McLarens. And that's... Oh, Forrester goes round, and his teammate nowhere to go.
That's unfortunate.
That's a nightmare. Nightmare situation when it's your teammate as well.
Yeah, he did it all on his own, didn't he? Just on the curb.
Yeah. replay, that's Pepper losing it on his own, and big one into the barriers for James Pepper. So if he can get the car going again. And this, wow, oh there he
Malaren nearly lost, Malaren nearly lost it,
and his teammate did, yeah. And this is the Martel and Dom Parker incident then. So Parker facing the wrong way, and then just gave up on it.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would have had much damage there.
No, just...
he got the move up the inside of Martel, but then just got a bit wide, and they got together. And then, unfortunately, they bounced off each other and went round.
I refuse to believe he had something better to do.
I don't know. Maybe his stamp collection?
Yeah. Fabulous stamp collection going on up there in Yorkshire.
But this is now 5 laps. Pepper's holding on to the lead. In front of Martel.
I didn't quite see what their last sort of lap times were. It's a personal best for James Pepper. Look at 29.9. I saw like Martel, Costa and White and things doing 130s. So he's quicker than them at the moment. Oh, look at this. Nico Martel then heading to the Mercedes corner. Oh, he had to back right out of it. That corner's flat out.
Yeah, he didn't have enough overlap there.
Pepper's run wide.
Oh, and his fruit.
Candy from the baby in the end then. That's a shame. Let's hope Steve can keep going though and keep pushing on. We see White in the background there harassing Roberto Costa. And a replay. So this is the Malaren move then. Yeah, Kelly's slow to get going again. Forces... That's just amazing stuff. Dives down the inside of Lyne. Lyne with nowhere to go, just runs out wide.
And Kelly goes wide in the exit.
Yeah.
2 places, 2 corners.
And you can run out there, but it is bumpy as anything, and it's a bit scary. Well, that's Hockenheim then passing Winslade, so he's closed back in, and he's back up to 4th place.
And there's the recovering line behind the pair of them.
Yeah. Winslade almost having a look there on Hockenheim into the hairpin, but doesn't have the speed. Thinks better of it. Here comes Chris White making the move on Roberto Costa as they head into the hairpin.
Pepper must have had an incident because he's now behind them when he was up there with Martel.
Yeah, very good point. Yeah, there's a big gap. Look, 5 seconds now from Martel back to Chris White. White started 3rd on the grid, didn't he? So he's made a place overall.
That's right.
With his teammate having the incidents.
Good squabble here, though. We've got 5 cars involved in this.
Yeah, and Chris Forrester is on the back of it, so he's recovering nicely here. Oh, Steve just ran wide, did the same thing as Kelly, look, and Forrester taking advantage. So Forrester now up to 5th. Next target, Rich Meesters.
Meanwhile, the next target for Lyne is this car here.
Yeah. Winslade from the ETM. Oh, I think Lyne's going to have a great run down the Parabolica this time. Look at this scrapping Club 1500. Oh, Pepper off again at the Sachs curve. That's just outbraked himself. Great move by Forrester.
Is he going to be vulnerable though? It's a long straight.
Yeah. Now, would you have tactically waited then and done it on the Parabolica rather than diving in through T2?
Well, if I was smart, but I'm not.
Yeah. Here comes Meesters. Oh, that's a nice attack there. Just Chris taking avoiding action, and Meesters back up into 4th place.
Just noticed that Kelly's back in front of Malaren, and Malaren's now 12 seconds off the lead.
Oh no! Oh no! There's 3 of them. Pepper's in there as well. That's such a shame.
It was nicely avoided at the hairpin, but that was a bit clumsy.
Yeah, and looks like I think Steve must have damage. Look.
Yeah, Steve was innocent in all of that, and this must be what happened to Steve there. It's Martel just ahead of him.
Yeah, so is this that's the final couple of corners, isn't it?
He dropped it, yeah. Although it was better than at Brands where he dropped it and went into the pit wall.
Yeah. So this is the overtake. Hugevin on Winslade into turn 2.
Nice to see them fighting for position without coming together like they did
at Zolder,
yeah. Zolder.
Good point, yeah. Oh, Forrester in. That's an early stop then, so this must be for the repairs for his damage. On board with Nick Lee.
Easy 8-second gap here at the moment.
Yeah, huge lead. He was in crushing form at Brands Hatch, and it looks like he's carried that through into Hockenheim. Is he the favourite for the title already, or is it too early to say? What do you think?
Well, with results as they are, I would say he'd be the favourite, yeah. It's a replay here.
So talk us through it. What do you think?
I think that he probably wasn't really along the side enough. The guy probably didn't know he was there.
Well, it is only. That's how Malarin lost it then. Just lit the rears up.
Probably need a better angle on that replay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say he probably was a bit too late. He needed to be a bit further alongside to let the other guy know that you were actually there.
I wonder if Rich was driving angry though, because he had just had Rich's pass into the hairpin where Rich almost ran wide and just gave him nowhere to go. Yeah,
but there was no contact, and I imagine he would have got past him again. Now he's got a damaged car.
Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, look at this then. This is Lyne on Hugevin. So he's through. Hugevin's coming back alongside him though as they head to the hairpin. And he's back through. So again, maybe Lyne was too hasty with the pass. Maybe he should have waited a bit further. Steve Pepper gone red as well. Steve Pepper having another incident.
That's a shame, given that he had 5 or 6 laps?
Yes.
In the lead?
Yeah. But that's great progress for him, though. It's developing gradually. Oh, this is such a good scrap here.
I was going to say, Merrin's probably delaying the inevitable given the pace difference in his car at the moment, but I'm sure he's having fun doing it.
I bet he is, yeah. He loves it. He loves a good fight. Two great LoA champions. Personal best for Malarin, look at 27.9. And Hugevin and Lyne now in the 29, so they're slowing each other down. Winslade's managed to go slightly quicker than them this lap, but that's purely because they're fighting. Oh, look at the crossover between them. Side by side on the run to the hairpin once again. Hugevin slotting in for a bit of slipstream, and then... Oh no! They've made contact. Lyne's gone flying and spinning across the track. Ooh, whoa!
Almost collecting Winslade. That's
nearly killed Winslade.
Well, always got to try and kill Winslade.
Yeah. I mean, that... Hold your brakes. Jesus. So, Lyne and Hugevin now having to tow into the pit lane. And what do you think of that one then? That was a very strange collision in the middle of the straight.
I think Hugevin probably left too much, not enough space even on the left there, given that we know Lyne doesn't have the best of internet connections.
So maybe a bit of prediction code.
I think probably you would have given a bit more margin there, but hey.
Yeah. Such is racing then.
They want to race close. One's on the defensive, the other one's attacking. They're both looking for the same bit of track. It was a slight misjudgment, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Kelly seems to have arrested the gap at the front at the moment.
Yeah, looking at 8.6, it's quite stable, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've got to say that Lee probably doesn't need to be pushing, or he might be looking at maybe fuel saving a bit this first stint so that he doesn't need to in the final stint.
Yeah, good.
But we'll see. He's coming up to traffic now.
Meester's connection just dropping slightly there. 130.7. So Rich is running 4th at the moment, and he's in the hunt for the podium, isn't he?
He is. I was going to say, looking like last time, the top split and the club's 1500 lap gaps are pretty much similar, down to 4th.
Yeah. Here comes Steve Pepper putting a move on Keith Schooling.
See how far he can recover. It's a lap down at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah. But as we saw at Brands Hatch, where there was so much carnage and chaos at Brands, so there's potential still for these guys to get back into the hunt.
Indeed.
Oh, he's running very wide there. Just gets it back on track.
Personal best for Kelly. He's taken some of the lead out of Nicola Lee, but as I say, Lee's it's just lapped 2 people, so he's going to be held up slightly probably.
Yeah. Lyne and Hockenheim back out on track, but now a lap down. And this is James Pepper being chased by Chris Forrester.
How far apart are Lyne and Hockenheim? Okay, yeah, about a straight.
Oh, here comes into the Mercedes corner. This is where Forrester had his collision with Meesters a few laps to go. So it's Nick Lee leading from Gavin Kelly and Tourmalin in 3rd in top split, and Forrester nearly into the... Oh my God!
It does go into the back of him. A weird place to do it.
Yeah.
So most of the way he would have been accelerating out of the corner.
Maybe James was a bit more hesitant on the throttle than Chris was. And Chris back into the pit lane once again.
Is that damage or drive-through? He's had a few knocks already.
He has had a few knocks, yeah. I wonder if there's a drive-through. Keep an eye on it if he's going to pop straight back out again.
See if he's still moving. Yeah, he's back on track.
Must be a drive-through then. You get a 4x for a collision, don't you?
Malarin's in the pit as well. Yeah, he's had 4x off the start, probably. And then 1 for the incident with Meesters. So yeah, that would have been 8. And then in the off tracks. And then another collision there. Yeah, I would say that's probably enough.
Yes. And Malarin, as you say, is stopped in the pits as well.
He must have towed.
Must have towed.
Gap set the front down to 6 seconds now from...
No, it's not. There's nothing. Kelly's in the lead.
Kelly's in the lead.
What is going on? I mean, I don't want to talk about the fact that Winslade, for some reason...
Oh, there we go. There's the confirmation.
Yeah, Winslade now in 3rd place after Malarin's... Whatever happened to Malarin. And obviously Lyne and Hockenheim's collision and Parker with his early bath.
Well, Winslade won't say no to a podium.
Well, no, he doesn't get them very often. The last one was that farcical Cota race that ended last season.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's the big swapper, and ouch. Look at that, he took the rear wing off. And half the front wing. And a replay of Nick Lee. Is this Mercedes? Yes, it is. Round he goes. Gets it back going, but that's going to have eaten that whole 7 seconds. Where's Kelly here? There he is! Wow! And that's Lyne in the background, but obviously a lap down. Wow, this has all turned on its head then.
It has.
And that's Winslade in amongst the clubbers, and these are the guys who are a lap down, aren't they? They all come into the hairpin.
Yeah, they would be.
That is... that's Pepper, that's Forrester, and who's the one in front? Is that... it's Hockenheim. So Hockenheim's obviously on... yeah, he's in a different plane of speed compared to the rest of these guys.
Yeah, you'd hope he'd pull away.
Yeah.
Well, Winslade's got 2 of them done. looks like Pepper and Forrester almost came together again.
Yeah, and I think Winslade was probably bricking it as he went into Mercedes with those two guys so close to him. Oh, new fastest lap for Nick Lee, who's now in second place at 26.9. That's very, very quick indeed. Here's a replay then. They all tried to get in the same car.
They did. There was a slight contact, definitely there.
Yeah. And Forrester, despite he's attacking Winslade down here.
He's in full bull in a China shop mode, isn't he?
Yeah. And he's
looked like Winslade was going to dive up the inside of Pepper there.
Yeah, scared him off the road though. Did the job.
Got him on the exit.
So here's.
Not surprised that Nick Lee's in the 26s. He's getting a nice toe now.
Yeah. And there's Lyne in fourth place now in the race, and but obviously, 27.1 personal best for Lyne as well. So his pace is super quick. And 27.4 for Kelly. I mean, he's there and thereabouts, isn't he? Has a little look into the stadium, does Nick Lee. That's adventurous. Oh, not into the Sachs curve, surely not. Wow, he is. He's going side by side. This is for the lead of the race. Kelly's got the inside line for the final two corners, though. But has that compromised his speed? Lee's looking to set himself up for a slingshot into T1.
That's a brave place to take a move.
Yeah. They are so close together. Oh, he's going to hold on for T2. Here he goes, side by side, then down to turn 2. Nick Lee to the inside of Gavin Kelly. Gavin Kelly hanging on round the outside. Oh, this is fantastic racing. But that's Nick Lee through. Lyne looking to unlap himself. He's gone to the inside. Well, it's going to be the outside of Kelly when they get to the hairpin. Kelly's right in the slipstream now of Nick Lee. This is the battle for the lead. They're nearly 3 wide pre the exit. Jesus. This is close, crazy racing. Lyne is desperate to unlap himself here.
I'm sure Kelly would be rather he wasn't trying to unlap himself there.
Yeah, and we all remember what happened when we were here in the Formula 3 Season 4 with a Lyne being a lap down and causing a bit of collisions in the closing stages with Tourmalin and Ollie Walker.
Yeah, and that was a great battle between Malari and Walker.
It was. It went all race long. It was incredible stuff.
Right, it's calmed down, it seems.
Oh, Kelly, late decision into the pit lane there. That was a bit too close between him and Lyne there, but I think Lyne will be relieved to see Kelly in the pits. And I imagine Kelly just thought, I'm getting out of there. Oh, this is James Pepper around. I thought I'd seen him go red while we were calling that battle. Yep. How many instances he had. Here's a replay of Steve Pepper, James's dad, and he's had a little one. He's not enjoying that corner. That's the second time he's gone around there.
No. And I thought he was going to go in the pits then.
Yeah. Oh, drive through. Oh, Winslade in the pits. Oh, what's going on here? He stopped and then he went. This is
costing him some time here.
Yes. And he's gone. I don't think he's got fuel in that. And who's this coming in? James Pepper. Was that one of him? Which was the two Peppers? One of them just popped up as needing a drive-through. I imagine it's James.
Yeah. Or maybe both. Yeah. So you don't think he's got fuel? It's a shame that it can't work out that you need fuel if you stopped and you reverse back in.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had to. He didn't stop in time. I mean, he stopped and then went and then reversed back, and now he's back out on track. I don't think he stopped with. There wasn't enough time to put fuel in the car.
Well, let's see if he stops again. See if he's got enough to get round.
Yeah. This is a really poor lap. If it's if he is back out, then he's yeah. Here's Nick Lee.
Fastest lap for Lyne as Lee pits.
So Kelly has already pitted, which is why the gap is so large. Let's keep an eye on it though and see how close they are Wow, he's already back out, look.
Yeah, 8.7 stationary. Gap's coming down.
Here comes Kelly. There's Tourmalin getting involved. He's obviously a lap down after towing. With that monster crash. So 2 seconds is the gap between them. Winslade nearly a minute behind now.
Yeah, Kelly pitted obviously a lap earlier, so you got to imagine that Lee had saved some fuel. Maybe Kelly will need to save some fuel this stint.
Yeah, Winslade back in the pit lane.
Well, hopefully they service him this time.
Yeah. Ooh, big run wide. Oh, Merrin's in the wall and a big... Wow, he copied his teammate there. Took the rear wing off as well.
Both of the Wizard cars with no rear wing.
Yeah. So Lyne, as you say, with a 26.8, and he's now in the pit lane, so this must be for his fuel stop.
Yeah, did he stretch it another lap? Incredible.
Well, no, he towed earlier.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't fill it up, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't an early one, was it? Maybe he forgot.
It was about 9 laps in, yeah, he should have been able to fuel it then. I don't know if he'd have got to the end, but...
Very, very wide.
Super wide, yeah. Oh, and
surprised that Hockenheim was doing that as well, given what he did earlier on the curb.
Yeah. So we now have Lyne ahead of Nick Lee, who is the race leader, so he's going to have to let him through.
Yeah, and we've got Malaran as well. These two are just probably wishing that they weren't a lap down.
Yeah, this is going to hurt Lyne in his pride. I mean, he's super fast, isn't he? You remember when he won the silly season race around here in the Kias?
I thought we paid Sam to take him out of every silly season race.
Yeah, no, he didn't get him in that one because he was too quick. Made everyone look silly in that one. On board with Nick Lee then. Oh, Lyne touching the wall on the way into the stadium there.
He was saying he always likes to maximise the width of the track.
Yeah.
So a wall there, it doesn't matter, it'll still go there.
I know it's Winslade's outlap then, 3 seconds slower than Kelly's outlap a couple of laps ago. Here's Winslade diving to the inside of Keith Schooling, and is that Steve Pepper just ahead as well? It is. Yeah,
he's busy, isn't he? He's got cars to pass.
But he's got to crack on with it then, because he's actually... Yeah, Lyne is not now a lap behind him.
Yeah, the gap's about 20 seconds.
So that pit error has really, really cost Winslade here, and he might be under threat still with 13 laps to go. God, he'd be devastated to lose it after, Lyne, Malarin, Hockenheim and Parker all ending up behind and out of the race effectively, and he should have been an easy cruise to the third place, and now he's got problems.
It's still 20 seconds. See, Lyne has let pass Lee. Kelly is losing a lot of time, but he's in clean air. Maybe he is worried. We'll see what his lap times are like.
You're right, he's just lost 2.5 seconds.
He wasn't losing that much. Let's see what Lee's lap time is. See if it's blisteringly fast at 27 or something.
Yeah. He'll be coming up to cross the line very, very shortly.
What's the fastest lap at the moment?
26.8, wasn't it, for Lyne?
Yeah, maybe it'll do a 25 on itself.
27.1. Yeah, that is quick. What's Kelly done?
28.2.
Oh, that's a full 1.1 then. 27.7 for Malarin, 28 for Winslade. So yeah, he's losing time to Lyne here. Malarin right behind. Oh, it's double jeopardy then. So Lyne and Malarin are both closing in on Winslade ahead. So they're in the fight for the podium still. Despite
surprisingly.
Yeah.
given that both of them broke their cars.
Well, it just shows you what happens when you do actually, like you say, when you break your car and when there's a smaller field, it just opens the door to getting a good result.
Yeah, but also please come back and race the grid.
Yes. Well, I mean, it looked like Kelly just a little out of shape of coming out of Mercedes there.
Yeah, it looked like he went wide. I was complaining about not getting the car to drop down into the gear he wanted, so it carries too much speed and runs wide.
29.1 for Winslade. And in fact, we're just seeing his lap time.
Yeah, because
there's
Sewers.
Yes.
27.7, 27.3, 27.4, and another second last to Kelly. Gap's quite large in Club 1500. Martel has a comfortable lead over White and Costa.
The reality is that the 5 top split cars that are still running are all going to be very close together on track in the closing stages, although they're just all out of order, all in the wrong order.
It's all higgledy-piggledy.
It is indeed, yeah. Yeah, Club 1500, Martel absolutely dominating once again. 10 seconds is the lead to Chris White, and a drive through for Steve Pepper. Well, that answered the question of which of the Peppers got the drive through earlier.
It does.
Must have been James. Oh, and it looks like James is out of the race, unfortunately. That's a shame. Hopefully he goes again next time out.
He just needs some more time in the car.
Yeah. Winslade here, right behind his former teammate Roberto Costa.
Pepper's off again.
And here comes Nick Lee. Whoa!
Oh no!
Oh, Steve!
I think he panicked.
He did.
Leaders were coming.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Roberto nicely letting Winslade through.
Yeah, but regardless, the lap's been slashed. The distance has been slashed by 6 seconds to Lyne, down to 13.5 now.
Yeah, he just lost a good 2 seconds or more waiting to get through.
Kelly's sped up a bit. The gap has been stabilised.
Yeah, so what's happened? Has Kelly just re-engaged, or was he fuel saving, or just struggling? Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Guess it confirms it's probably not damage.
Well, that is good news.
Of course, Nick Lee does have 2 rear gunners here.
Yeah. But this looks like, I mean, we would be expecting this to be the battle for the lead. It's such a shame that there is, a good, well, it's effectively a lap between them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, top split, Nick Lee, Gavin Kelly, Gareth Winslade is the podium at the moment, with David Lyne in 4th and Tom Lauren in 5th. Merrin Hugvin has, he's 2 laps down and in the pit still after that huge shunt. I imagine he might be out of this race. Let's see if he rejoins later. And Don Parker obviously retiring on lap 1. And in Club 1500, Nico Martel is leading the way from Chris White, and Roberto Costa currently in 3rd place and might be heading for the podium. Rich Meesters, his teammate, is in 4th.
And closing at the moment.
Yeah, and then we've got Chris Forrester in 5th and Keith Schooling in 6th, and sadly it looks like Steve Pepper and James Pepper are both in retirement. Who's that ahead, just having a bit of a moment? That looks like Rich Meesters. There it is, yeah.
Yep, Gat's back up now to 7 seconds.
Watch out, Rich, there's a very scary trio of cars coming your way.
Lauren has found some pace compared to qualifying and practice.
Yes, and from this wide view, that was Winslade just heading away from the hairpin as the leaders came into it.
Run as fast as you can.
Yeah, the gap has halved.
Yep, just 10 seconds.
And
not many laps to go though.
Yeah, but with this pace differential, it's way too many.
And again, touching the wall.
Lyne's got he's enjoying doing that, isn't he?
A death wish.
I kind of want to see if he's got any decals left on his rear wheel. If he's taken all the Goodyear Eagle branding off it. Another 29 for Winslade. So he's getting back to his personal pace, but it's just not enough. 27.4 for the pursuing Lyne. 27.7 for Malarin as well. Personal best for Kelly. Look, 27.4 as well. Well, we are set up for a thrilling final 8 laps of this race then. The battle for the win is still on. 6.5 seconds between Nick Lee and Gavin Kelly. And the battle for the podium is now under 10 seconds between Winslade and Lyne. And Malarin is just a couple of seconds back from Lyne and chasing hard as well. It shows you how good Lyne is just to keep following Nick like this. It's not easy, is it, to follow a car like that closely so many laps?
No. And yeah, you've got the air wash, and then you've got them braking. You don't want, but then you do find that you can lift earlier and save a bit of fuel.
Yeah.
And following someone and not trying to pass them, you just calm down a bit, and the lap time, I don't know, sometimes seems to come a bit easier.
Yeah, but it's a different set of skills, and it just shows you that they, the good guys, the fast guys are very talented at all of these different things.
Winslade in the 28s. The gap is still coming down.
Yeah, still not enough, is it? 28.8 compared to a 27.3, 1.5 seconds. Here's Nico Martel leading Club 1500 and looking to do the double.
Looking at that, they're trading lap times. It's just there's 10 seconds between them.
Yeah. Well, you kind of think if it hadn't been... I don't think I've seen Chris put a wheel wrong apart from that collision with his teammate at the start, which wasn't his fault. You have to say that he would be... they'd probably be fighting for the win right now, wouldn't they? And Nico, obviously, he did have that error where he had collided with Dom on the opening lap. Ever since then, he's just been getting on with his work and putting in some great times.
See who shows up at the next race at the iRacing.
AKA the Red Bull Ring.
I will not say that.
Okay, we'll just call it the A1 ring like it was before. I mean, it was the A1 ring when it was the current layout, wasn't it?
Well, on the poster it says iRacing.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll stick with that. So there's Roberto Costa getting out of the way of the leaders. Nicely done by him. And we've got a McLaren. It's Chris Forrester. So currently running P5. In Club 1500.
What's the Gareth watch? How are we doing?
7 seconds is the gap now. And
only 6 laps to go.
Yeah. Kelly's getting the gap down to under 6 seconds. There he is in the background.
He's woken up.
But
it's a big ask. You're not going to catch Nick Lee at a second a lap, I tell you that.
No, that's Winslade just ahead then. So he's only got that small straight between him and Lyne. And there's no traffic ahead until we get to Schooling, who's up in he's in the stadium section already, so I don't think Winslade's got any gunners to help him now.
I'll just drive faster, it'll be fine.
Yeah. But the issue he's got is he's going to have to yield to Nick Lee, and he's not going to be able to block Lyne and sort of defend, is he? So, like, Lee's going to go whistling through and Lyne's just going to follow him and Winslade's going to be helpless.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh, he's got to be swearing his head off in that car at the moment, thinking about that fuel stop. Oh, another huge time discrepancy, a 29.1 to a 27.5.
I bet he did it for the video, the excitement.
He's got no answers.
For the views.
Yeah. No, he's got no answers. 5.5 now. The gap is coming down, and we've got what, 5-6 laps to go.
Yeah,
and he's losing.
Including this one. I'm gonna say maybe Malarin is out of reach.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's closing fast, isn't he? I mean, he's still putting in the same kind of crazy times as. No, he's not out of reach. Look, he's right behind him.
No, Malarin's still 2.5 seconds back from Lyne, so if Lyne gets Winslade, then he's still got a bit of a gap to Malarin.
If Lyne gets Winslade, then Winslade's going to come 5th. I think Malarin's going to get him. 4.4 is the gap. Coming into the stadium section. Once again, lap 28 of 33.
Meesters is showing off the track, but he's recovered. Had a couple of sectors for Kelly this lap.
Yeah. So Winslade's just crossed the line. Nick Lee crossing the line now. Oh, 29.4. He's going even slower.
2 seconds there. 2.2 seconds even.
Oh, that's a huge amount.
Oh, Malaria in the background sideways. Now it's 3.5 seconds behind Lyne. Surely that's enough to keep Winslade ahead.
I don't know. I don't think there's enough. Look at the track map they're on. There he is! He's only up the road. Oh, he's going to lose this podium. He's going to be so upset. Kelly's lost another second. Like you say, he did have a sloppy couple of sectors there.
Yeah, he's stronger this lap.
Yeah. Nearly 2/10 in sector 1. That's not bad.
I think Lee's getting distracted. He's got like Winslade in front and Lyne behind.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's a lap down. Lyne behind you is scary.
It is, yeah. Oh, and
another 2.5 tenths in sector 2.
It was almost like he had a little lunge there into the Sachs curve. Did Lyne?
You can see his prey, can't he? Ahead of Lee.
Yeah. Look at the gap, down to under 2 seconds. This is what Winslade gets for running a backmarker team livery. 27.1 personal best for Kelly. Look, that's 0.3 better than his personal best up to this time, so that's a great lap time by him. They are all on the Parabolica then. Winslade, Nick Lee, the race leader, and David Lyne currently in 4th place and heading to take the podium away. Oh, Winslade go. Ow! Nick Lee's round. Oh my goodness me. Looks like Lyne just...
Lyne is waiting for him?
I guess so, yeah.
But this is... Lee's got...
Gavin Kelly!
He's got suspension damage there.
Kelly down the inside. He's not hanging about. He's just taken the lead of this race. And now he's getting back ahead of... Oh,
he went a bit deep there.
Yeah. Well, that's Lyne back through then. Lyne's going to be getting blue flags at the moment. Is he going to listen to them, or is he just going to try and pull away?
I doubt it. Yeah, look at that. The left rear's bent there.
Oh, no. Oh, wow, he's crabbing badly, isn't he?
Yeah, he's racing to the bits, isn't he? I don't know what happened there.
So we're on board with Nick Lee. That's Winslade ahead. I don't think he was expecting them to be that close. And, yeah. So Lee... coming in, doesn't know where Winslade's going, turns in tight, and Lyne with nowhere to go.
Yeah, Lyne was already there, wasn't he?
Yeah. Lee in the pits then. Well, he's safe from all the cars behind him, so it makes sense to take the fast repair.
Yeah, that car, you don't want to be driving that car around, and I imagine he's probably got his fast repair. Oh, there's Merrin's car.
Oh, and he's changing tyres.
He may have forgotten that was ticked.
Yes.
Because it would re-tick after the only pit stop he expected to have.
So that's a pair of pit errors then between Nick Lee and Winslade.
Not that it matters at this point.
No. So 2 laps to go. Winslade now 5 seconds ahead of Lyne. But what's your view of that hairpin incident then, Jules? It looked very messy.
I just looked like Nick was caught out by Winslade's exit, and then Lyne was just there, and yeah, I can't apportion blame at the moment.
No,
it didn't. It just looked a mess.
It just looked a mess, basically, didn't it? It's a huge shame, though, for Nick Lee after running a tremendous race.
Yeah, he looked sure on for a win there.
Yeah, but I mean, accidents do happen, and it's this man once again who's benefited from it. We all remember Kelly storming double that season 4 race we were talking about earlier, where he won the feature and the sprint race here.
Yeah, he likes this track.
He likes this track.
Very slow lap though. I didn't see him get any damage.
No, I think he was safe. Yeah. Roberto
I wonder
Costa.
if he's just letting Lyne get away, because he's seen that Lyne has been involved in a few accidents today.
A few contretemps, yes.
Chumillara is still running.
Nice to see. So he's come back out to finish the race.
Well, he was closer than this to Lyne. Did he have another big off or what?
I can't. I'm not. Oh no, I'm not sure. Did he pit?
I didn't see, but yeah, he was only 3 or 4 seconds behind Lyne.
He was, yeah.
Because we were saying that he was getting ready to follow Lyne past Winslade.
Yeah, and here is Winslade, and that gap is going down again. Lyne has just taken 2 seconds out of it. In fact, a little bit more.
Well, there's no one there to.
Oh, there is Lyne.
Is there?
No. 2 laps to go, and this podium is still on for Lyne.
1.5 seconds.
How many?
Oh, Kelly's on the last lap now.
Yeah, but that's how far ahead he is of these guys. He's on the final lap, and these guys have still got a lap and nearly 2 laps to go. That's Keith Schooling ahead of Winslade.
Let's look at it sector by sector.
Oh, that's a good idea. Look, 3/10 in the first sector.
Not sure where Keith was going there.
Maybe he thought he was on the old track still.
Maybe. Right, that's one person in the way now.
Yeah.
Is there any more? No. White's too far ahead. That's it. That's your one guy.
That's it, yeah.
One difference.
Here comes the sector beam then for second sector. Lyne still behind Schooling.
Yeah, Lyne's not really caught him at the best place. Winslade got past him pretty quickly there.
8
Lyne's
tenths.
still behind him.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lyne got 8 tenths on Winslade in sector 2, look. This gap.
It's nowhere really away past here though.
Schooling shit. Oh, there he goes. Right, final lap then. And what's the gap on the line? Winslade, personal best look, 28.6, 27.8 for Lyne though. It's 8 tenths
2.5
faster.
seconds.
Oh, Kelly winning the race. Congratulations to Gavin Kelly winning at Hockenheim. We got so focused on this battle for the podium. Here we go then.
Surely he's okay. He's got over 2 seconds.
I don't know, I mean there's such a big gap, and I keep saying it, the pace difference is ridiculous between these two.
It's about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't make a mistake, Winslade. Nicola Lee has come home in second, and here comes Nico Martel.
Congratulations, Nico. Back-to-back wins in LoA Prom. Yeah. Well deserved as well. Can't wait to see what happens when Piussi comes back.
And there's White was in sight behind him.
Yeah, White gained a bit of time.
He does the fastest lap of the race. Last lap, 28.1.
The gap is down to under a second as we come into the stadium section between Gareth Winslade, currently running in third, and there is David Lyne.
Well, if he can get within 6 tenths by the final corner, what the hell?
Well, we never know. So, championship standings then after an epic race. Nick Lee still on top ahead of David Lyne in second place and Gavin Kelly in third. So no change there. Tom Laren up 1 into fourth and Maren Hugevin in fifth. Winslade, massive jump up into sixth place courtesy of that podium which he must have got. And Michael Messenger in seventh. And the top split championship standings, it's the NGP team still on top. Wizards Transmutation up to second place, the A team down 1, as our team Airwolf is up 1, I beg your pardon, to fourth. Nathan Parker definitely needs to come back though and start running rear gunner for Kelly there. ETM no change in seventh place behind Abjuration. Great shots here. Nico Martel and Steve Pepper. So Nico Martel now on top ahead of Chris White and Piussi, falling to third after missing the last 2 races then. Chris Forrester now in fourth place and Roberto Costa up to fifth. Congratulations to him for that podium in Club 1500. Janeman Pruis in sixth, Stephen Koenig now in seventh, Keith Schooling in eighth place. And then we've got Zeph, Steve Pepper, Rich Meesters, Sean Clark, James Pepper, Stephen McCann and Zach Williams at the end there. And in the Club 1500 team standings, it's Wizards Necromancy still on top ahead of McLaren and Team Heat together, so no change there except Shandy Squirrel moving up into fifth place ahead of DSR.
Good stuff.
Some great slow-mo shots here of this fantastic battle early on between Nico Martel and Pepper. Next round then, as you say, we're at the Österreich-Ring. Oh, and the frustration there for Nick Lee at the end. So don't forget, you can find us at thelimitofadhesion.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Cheers, Jules. See you next time.
Bye.